Albert Einstein's life is a fascinating journey that spans not only scientific achievements but also a deep engagement with philosophical questions, social issues, and the human condition. His intellectual curiosity and unorthodox thinking led him to challenge established norms, making him a symbol of creativity and innovation. Early life and education. Einstein was born into a middle-class Jewish family in Ulm, in the Kingdom of Württemberg in the German Empire. His father, Hermann Einstein, was an engineer and a salesman, while his mother, Pauline Koch, managed the household. Einstein had one sister, Maya, who was 2 years younger. The family moved to Munich when Einstein was a year old, where his father and uncle founded a company that manufactured electrical equipment. From an early age, Einstein displayed a deep sense of wonder about the world around him. His fascination with mathematics began when he was introduced to a geometry book at the age of 12. Despite his natural aptitude, Einstein's educational journey was not without challenges. He often clashed with the rigid and authoritarian teaching methods of his schools, leading to periods of academic underachievement. In 1895, at the age of 16, Einstein moved to Switzerland, where he completed his secondary education at the cantonal school in Aarau. It was here that he began to flourish academically, encouraged by the progressive educational environment. Einstein enrolled at the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich in 1896, where he initially struggled with some subjects but excelled in physics and mathematics. He graduated in 1900 with a degree in physics and mathematics, but finding a teaching position proved difficult. Eventually, he secured a job as a patent examiner at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern in 1902. This seemingly mundane job turned out to be a blessing in disguise, as it provided Einstein with ample time to think and develop his ideas. The miracle year, 1905. Einstein's intellectual breakthrough came in 1905, often referred to as his annus mirabilis or miracle year. During this year, he published 4 groundbreaking papers in the journal Annalen der Physik, each of which would become a cornerstone of modern physics. Photoelectric effect. Einstein proposed that light could be understood as consisting of discrete packets of energy, later called photons. This explanation of the photoelectric effect not only confirmed the quantum nature of light but also laid the foundation for quantum theory. This work earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. Brownian motion. In this paper, Einstein provided a theoretical explanation for the random movement of particles suspended in a fluid, known as Brownian motion. His analysis offered strong evidence for the existence of atoms and molecules, which were still a matter of debate at the time. Special theory of relativity. Einstein's most famous contribution, the special theory of relativity, introduced the revolutionary idea that the laws of physics are the same for all non-accelerating observers, and that the speed of light is constant regardless of the observer's motion. This led to the conclusion that time and space are interconnected in a four-dimensional continuum known as spacetime. Mass-energy equivalence. In the same year, Einstein derived the famous equation E equals mc2 equals mc caret 2 equals mc2, which shows that mass and energy are interchangeable. This concept would later become a fundamental principle in nuclear physics, explaining how energy could be released in nuclear reactions. Rise to fame and general relativity. Einstein's work gradually gained recognition in the scientific community, and by 1914, he was appointed as a professor at the University of Berlin and a member of the Prussian Academy of Sciences. In 1915, he completed his general theory of relativity, which extended his earlier work to include the effects of gravity. This new theory described gravity not as a force but as a curvature of spacetime caused by the presence of mass and energy. The theory predicted several new phenomena, including the bending of light by gravity and the time dilation caused by strong gravitational fields. One of the most dramatic confirmations of general relativity came during a solar eclipse in 1919, when British astronomer Sir Arthur Eddington observed the bending of starlight around the Sun, as predicted by Einstein's theory. This event catapulted Einstein to international fame, making him a household name and a symbol of scientific genius. Personal life and humanitarian efforts. Einstein's personal life was complex and often tumultuous. He married Mileva Merrick, a fellow student from the Polytechnic, in 1903, and the couple had 2 sons, Hans Albert and Eduard. However, their marriage was strained, partly due to Einstein's intense focus on his work and the pressures of his rising fame. They divorced in 1919, and Einstein later married his cousin, Elsa Lowenthal, with whom he had a close and affectionate relationship. Despite his fame, Einstein remained deeply concerned with humanitarian and social issues. He was a committed pacifist, advocating against war and violence. However, the rise of Adolf Hitler and the threat of Nazi Germany led him to reluctantly support the development of nuclear weapons during World War II, as a means of countering the potential threat posed by the Nazis. After the war, Einstein became an outspoken advocate for nuclear disarmament and global peace. Einstein was also an ardent supporter of civil rights, speaking out against racial discrimination and segregation in the United States. He formed close friendships with several prominent African American leaders, including W.E.B. Du Bois and Paul Robeson, and was a member of the NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. His advocacy for social justice and human rights was deeply intertwined with his scientific philosophy, which emphasized the interconnectedness of all humanity. Later years and legacy. In the later years of his life, Einstein continued to work on theoretical physics, particularly his quest for a unified field theory that would integrate all fundamental forces of nature into a single framework. Although this goal eluded him, his efforts laid the groundwork for future research in theoretical physics, particularly in the fields of quantum gravity and string theory. Einstein's legacy extends far beyond his scientific contributions. He became a cultural icon, representing the power of intellectual inquiry and the pursuit of knowledge. His image, with his wild hair and thoughtful expression, has become synonymous with genius and creativity. Beyond his scientific papers, Einstein wrote extensively on philosophy, politics, and education, sharing his thoughts on the importance of individual freedom, democracy, and the ethical responsibilities of scientists. Albert Einstein passed away on April 18, 1955, at the age of 76, in Princeton, New Jersey. His body was cremated, but his brain was preserved for study, in the hope of uncovering the secrets of his extraordinary intellect. Despite the controversies surrounding this decision, the study of his brain has provided insights into the neurological basis of intelligence, though it has not fully explained the depth of his genius. Einstein's contributions to science and his profound impact on human thought continue to resonate today. His work not only revolutionized our understanding of the universe, but also inspired generations of scientists, thinkers, and dreamers to push the boundaries of knowledge and explore the mysteries of existence.